signs reading this evening. Thank you all so much for coming. I see that we have God's Unique restaurant right over here, as well as a few others I'm sure that are trickling in from our exclusive free yes or no question reading. So thank you guys so much if you follow me here. Yay! We're here. For all of you guys that are watching, this is an all signs reading from Aries all the way to Pisces. So keep in mind that time is fluid in tarot. So these messages could resonate for your past, present, or future. Also in these readings, the roles can be reversed. So please only take the messages that are for you and keep the rest. In tonight's all signs reading, we're going to see what is your person hiding from you? What are they not telling you? Because as you guys know, when you're in relationships with people, they're not going to tell you everything. They're not going to tell you everything. So we got to get to the bottom of it tonight. And we're going to see. We're first going to start off with Aries. Each of these readings will be timestamped for you to come back and check out later. Feel free, if you're watching live, to interact and let me know. Do these messages resonate? And don't forget to like the video to show your girls some love. It would be greatly appreciated. Let's get right into it, y'all. Thank you, Ruby. Ruby says, you're the best. Aw, thank you so much. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Aries. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Tell me about the person that is currently connected to Aries in love and romance. What is the current situation surrounding Aries and their person right now in this moment? We have the Seven of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords in the reverse, the Queen of Cups. Underneath the deck, we have the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse and the Death in the reverse. All right. You are definitely someone very valuable to this person, Aries. More valuable than you may even assume. Because this is somebody that feels like you're the person that is getting away. And they can't have it. They're not having it. Secretly, this person needs you in their life to pick up where you guys left off. It feels as if you're upset at this person about something. We're going to see what that's about. But this is definitely someone that is having a hard time convincing you to give them another chance. So they're becoming very frustrated, very angry because how dare you, Aries, hold back from me? How dare you, Aries, not talk to me? Why is it taking all this? They're beginning to lose hope, but they're not stopping their effort. The problem is you and how you feel like you're ready to just move on from this. Ready to see if there's other opportunities available to you. You don't know where you're going to land, but you're definitely trying to land somewhere else away from this fool. Like, for real, it's right here. King of Swords. You already know what it is and what it ain't. And when this person reaches out to you, it's going to confuse you. You're going to be like, wait, what? I thought I made it clear that I'm tired of you. Like, why are you talking to me? So yeah, you're moving on. You're moving on. I don't know what to tell this person, but you're moving on. Okay. So here's the problem too. The secret's out. Your person had a third party and it didn't work out. They don't want to work on things with that person. They want to try to get you back. Yeah, 3 of Cups, 8 of Pentacles in reverse, 6 of Wands. You know, they don't mind the attention they're getting from these other hoes, but it's like, come on, Aries, that's where it's at. Yeah, but they won't tell you the truth. That they've been keeping their eyes on you, that they've been checking on you, that they've been wanting you. But this other person, it's just something to do, somewhere to be. How does a Aries person secretly feels about this third party? Let's look at that. See? There ain't no love for these hoes. Yeah. And they know that they've ruined their reputation. Some of you guys may assume or know that they've been entertaining other people and you don't even have time to even be worried about this fool. And I think it's kind of settling into this person's mind that they done messed up and they missed out on a golden opportunity because these others don't compare to you. I can't get away from that. It's something significant about how you're very direct, you're very loyal, you're going to tell it how it is, you're not going to hold back, you're not going to lie, you're just going to tell it what it is and what it ain't. And they can respect that. I feel like this Queen of Cups, they're just kind of using this person as somebody to kind of make them feel better. You know, it's like a motherly, nurturing spirit. It's like someone to just make them feel a little bit better about themselves. But at the same time, it ain't it. It's not what's hot. You was hot, even though you get on their nerves. That's what I heard. All right. So how will Aries know if this is their person? That's what we need to know. How will Aries know if this is their person? We have the Knight of Swords. This is a person that kept running from dealing with this relationship issues. So any issues you guys faced that led to the demise of this relationship, this person lacked confidence and effort to make things right. They just kind of avoided it and just said, forget it. They gave up too easy, right? But then it's like later on, like when you started saying, I'm done, I'm not trying to do anything else with this, now they want to chase you. I guess this person could be an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, or a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. Doesn't have to be. That could be just predominant in their sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign. All right. Let me know, Aries, if it's your reading. So yeah, that's what they got going on. They secretly trying to, you know, boo up with someone else they don't really want to be with, I guess. I want to come back to you. I agree, Shay. Poor thing. Oh, well. Big shout out to Earth Angel Eagle. What up, what up? Thank you so much for the love. David, hey. David agrees. Say, yep. We're going to do Taurus next. So if you have Taurus in your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign, there could be a message in this reading for you. All right, let's do it. Spirit, tell me about Taurus. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. What is the current energy surrounding Taurus and the person that Taurus is currently connected to in love and romance? 10 of Wands in the reverse. 2 of Swords in the reverse. 4 Wands in the reverse. Underneath the deck, we have the Page of Swords in the reverse and the 10 of Swords. Okay. All right. You know, this person goes around and tells everybody, Taurus, that they don't care, that it's over between you two, or that you guys are, you know, like whatever, it doesn't matter. But the truth is the person is stressed. They're stressed about this situation and this relationship and this breakup. but they try to keep this persona like they don't care. The reason why they really haven't done much is because they don't trust that you want it. So they're just kind of like, maybe I should just give up. With the Two of Swords in the reverse in your energy, you're tired of waiting on a reconciliation. I think there's been a period where you may have thought that this person may want to come back, but you kind of lost that hope and you're deciding to reconnect with other people. Okay. I shouldn't say reconnect, connect with other people with the Fool card. Yeah, I think what you're doing is holding back from offering this person much anymore because it was almost like a test. I'm getting, you may have put this person through a series of tests just to see what they would do, and they failed royally. The thing about it is, as much as this person has denied this relationship and fixing and repairing it, they're quite burdened now that they're realizing that, you know, it's probably no hope left for them to come back. But they're hoping, you know, they can with the Knight of Wands in reverse, you know, but they're just not going to really give much into it. And why is that? Because they feel like you are someone that's hard to deal with. You're not giving them much of an effort. You know, I notice this person expects you to do all the work. So you could have felt like you were running the relationship at some point, or you were doing a lot of the work. So you kind of have this person spoiled. You probably got this person spoiled a little bit, Taurus. All right. So how will Taurus know if this is their reading? How will they know if this is their person? The Sun in the reverse. Five of Cups in the reverse. And the Strength in the reverse. Underneath the deck, we have the Nine of Swords and the Four of Cups in reverse. So this is somebody that really just is full of guilt and regret, but they don't really want to do anything to fix and repair it because it's like pride and ego gets in the way with this person. It's like, I don't want to look weak. I don't want to look like, you know, I was the one that caused the problems, when in all reality, they probably were. And so, you know, this person feels like they're the victim in all this. Is quite interesting because you're not showing up for them. So this person has a way about them as always playing the victim, or always feeling like, you know, once I get on Taurus's bad side, there goes Taurus. Taurus is torturing me. Taurus is doing this. Taurus. All right. Could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, or a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Doesn't have to be. That's just predominant energy coming through in your reading. Can you tell me anything else this person may be hiding from Taurus that Taurus needs to know we may have not mentioned? You know, that this person really wants to check out of ignoring you, and they're gradually getting towards healing and becoming less toxic. But it's also scaring this person at the same time because they know what they're capable of ruining a good thing. So yeah, they're gonna, if they do show up, for some of you guys, they may, they're gonna try to give you a better experience this time, but it's not gonna be a significant change. But they're working on it. Yeah, they're working on trying to fix and repair this at some point. Some sooner than later, you'll see this person reach out. Some later. It just depends. All right. That's what I got. Bonnie says, I was correct about Taurus, her being a Taurus and giving more to the person. Yep. So next we're going to go with Gemini. Be sure you guys hit the like button. Remember, there are no questions in the chat, but feel free to let me know if the messages are resonating with your story, or share some levels of support for those that need it. But questions are over. No questions in the chat. If you do have a question for me, feel free to book a personal reading with me at my website, MikaDivineSpiritualGuidance.com. All right, Geminis, you're next. Spirit, tell me about Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. What is the current energies surrounding Gemini and the person that Gemini is connected to, currently in love and romance? Two of Wands in the reverse. The Chariot. Strength in the reverse. And underneath the deck, we have the Wheel of Fortune and the Three of Cups in the reverse. All right. Big fear of the unknown. Big levels of insecurity and fear. That's the energy that's going on with your person right now. And feeling like they would have better luck just being alone, doing their own thing, and just not coming towards you right now. Okay. Yeah, this breakup, this disagreement, or whatever you guys have going on has really taken a toll on your person's level of trust they have for you. And they feel like it has a lot to do with the lack of cooperation that they're getting from you as well. So for this person, they really do want you to be open to coming to making things right with them. But they don't want to have to be that person because they need to kind of almost throw you a test to see if you care. So they've been waiting for you to do something. What are you going to do? What are you going to say? Do you still care about me, Gemini? That's what this person needs to see. Okay. The idea of going towards this person for you, Gemini, it's a little bit too much to bear. And I think it's because the level of responsibility that goes into what you actually have to do to always prove yourself to keep this relationship going. You may have always felt like you were the one carrying the relationship, carrying the responsibilities, you know, making sure things are right. And this is another example of, you know, this person saying, hey, remember the times when you used to always make this relationship work between us? Remember the times when you would, you know, do this and that? You know, it's like this person is really spoiled. So can you kind of blame them if that's their experience with you with relationships, is you always being the fixer? And for a lot of you, Geminis, you're tired of being the fixer. You're tired of the one always trying to be the bigger person, the wise one, the one in control, the one that's responsible. It stresses you out totally. And that's not a fair partnership. So because this person has so many negative thoughts about taking action towards you, they just don't. They keep all these secrets to themselves, the fact that they want to be with you, but this is also somebody that I'm also picking up is not really consistent. And it has a lot to do with fear. I feel like this is somebody that gets in their feelings and gets in a mood when they don't get what they want. They may throw a tantrum, may run away. It's just very childish type responses. Yeah, they hold back. So it becomes a lot for you. Something that can just be so easy if you had an equal partnership becomes more of a burden. But then when you start pulling back, it becomes a problem for this person. Okay. All right, so let's see. How do you know if this is your reading, Gemini? Let's see. So how will Gemini know if this is their story? How will Gemini know if this is their reading? We got the Queen of Swords. 3 of Cups. 9 of Pentacles. You know, this is the person that always had you looking over your shoulder or making you suspect that they had some type of third party. For a lot of you guys, there was always a third factor. Family, friends, romantic interest, something like that. This is somebody that would like be in a relationship with you, but always still act like they were single. I'm getting this person would party, hang out with people, you know what I'm saying? Kind of ignore you and then go off for new romantic pursuits when they would be frustrated with you, talking to third parties, like all in a sense to kind of get a sense of freedom. And they wanted to hold on to their independence. But then it's like once you're gone, they get into this victim mentality of, but what about me? What about me? It's like, come on now. Come on now. What do you mean, what about you? What about me? That's how Gemini feels. Yeah, they always had options or they were always confused about who they wanted to pick. So it was like, it's best to just keep Gemini around while I still casually dated other people. Sunshine says, yep, that sounds like them. Yeah, this person could be a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. I'm also getting a lot of air in the reading, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, and possible Virgo and Capricorn. Okay, could be anybody, but that's the main energies that came through in the reading. Let me know if it resonates. Sunshine says, yep. Billy says, very accurate. Awesome. Thank you guys so much, Gemini, for watching and giving some feedback. And let me know that it does resonate. Next, we have Cancerians. Any Cancers in the building? Cancer, Cancer. Thank you all so much for being here. If you're enjoying the reading thus far, don't forget to hit the like button, show your girls some love. Remember, this is an all signs reading. No questions in the chat, no personal reading questions in the chat. But if you would like to ask a question, please book a reading on my website, MEKA'S, where I'll be more than happy to connect with you on a deeper level. Thank you all so much for your understanding and support. All right, let's get it, Cancer. So this is going to be for all Cancers, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus signs. I see we got Cassandra here. We have Liz, Catherine, hello, hello, Danielle, and Contessa, hello. As well as Catherine. I think I said Catherine already. All right, let's do this. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Cancer. Cancerians, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. What is the current energy surrounding Cancers and the person that Cancer's currently connected to in love and romance at this time? Knight of Cups in the reverse. Two of Pentacles. The Hermit. Okay. All right. Underneath the deck, we have the Ten of Cups and the Star in the reverse. You know, this is somebody that's really losing hope and faith that, you know, you guys can really work through these issues. They're going back and forth about trying to decide how they want to go about this thing, including you as well. I think what's making this person more triggered than anything is jealousy. For some of them, they may think that you're dating other people. So it's a sense of needing to compete for your love. That will be the big motivator for this person. But they're definitely going to lie and not tell you that they're not going to tell you how much they still care about you. They just don't really feel like it's going to lead to anything significant. They just don't want you to get away. That's what I'm getting. They don't want you to get away. Yeah, they just feel like the old Cancer that was very generous and supportive toward them is no more, and it really triggers this person, and it makes them really go straight to, oh my gosh, I really feel like Cancer's got to be going towards someone else. And that may not even be the deal, you know, but that's what they think. They think you're running off and you're talking to other people. Now, here's the thing about this person. I think that's what they've been doing. And it's kind of like a projection, because with the Knight of Cups in reverse, you're talking about somebody that's dating other people. Okay. Yeah, there it is. Three of Cups. Can't make this up. When I clarified the Knight of Cups in reverse, this person is dating other people. And then they're also, in the sense, feeling a bit, they're doing it out of jealousy. So like out of spite. Like, I already know Cancer's talking to somebody else or dating other people. So guess what? I'm about to be out here running these streets too. But they don't really want to lose you, though. That's the thing. But they don't really also want to build anything significant. It just seems like a possessive energy, if that makes sense. If I can't have you, nobody else can. But I don't really want to settle down with you. But I'm going to still talk to other people. Definitely a third party here. So your energy with the Two of Pentacles to the Ten of Pentacles to the Ace of Wands, you know, your thoughts and your feelings go straight to, is it worth the investment? Is this worth the investment? Or would it be too much work? Deep down, you know that it's going to be too much work. But then there's something that's happening in your energy, Cancer, where you're still trying to fight this battle within yourself to believe that maybe there's hope that this person can change or this person can see my value. But then it's like underneath the surface, you know for a fact it's going to be too much work. Yeah. And this is the part of the reading where you feel less confident to go towards this. So it's like, I really want to see the results, but I know the work is that's involved in this, and that's stressing me out even thinking about it. Does that make sense? I'm hopeful, but bring it on back. Will it on back? Is it even worth the hassle? Two of Pentacles. Is it even worth it? Clarify this Two of Pentacles. Yeah. With the Ace of Cups in the reverse, you're saying, I would do better not really offering love, but I probably would benefit from at least getting something out the deal. But dang, what kind of work do I got to put forth in considering all that I've been through? Do I even want to deal with this fool? You know what I'm saying? So listen to your intuition, Pisces. You all over the place. You all, I mean, not Pisces, excuse me, Cancer. You all over the place. You could be connected to a Pisces. But Cancer, you all over the place. And your person is also all over the place too, because them being alone away from you is stressing them out, but they're not doing much about it, because I feel like even if this person does reach out to you, Cancer, they're still entertaining other people. So, you know, how does that make you feel? You know what I'm saying? That doesn't give you a sense of you're taking me seriously. I'm sure that makes you feel betrayed to know that. And that's because they're protecting themselves because of the experience they had with you in the past. So it's a lot of foolery here on your person's behalf. They don't have their crap together. I'm going to be honest. So you got to look at the facts. And I love what Alexa Joyce said. I have to live in reality and let him go. Yeah, you have to think more logically. You got to think more so like, does it make sense? No, it don't make no sense. If you were giving advice to your friend, say if this is your friend's story, and they were sitting down with you, Cancer, and asking, girl, this man did do, and you name all the things this person did. Would you tell your friend to go back to this fool? Hell no, you wouldn't tell. You'll say, bitch, run. Bitch, run. Or if you're a guy, Cancer, do run. All right, here we go. How will Cancer know if this is their story? We got the Queen of Pentacles. Ace of Wands in the reverse. Nine of Swords. This is the person that kept stalling, stringing you along, just really not taking this thing seriously. And I feel like they were kind of taking your kindness for granted and just stringing you along. And when you actually ended things because they were moving too slow, this is where they started regretting losing you. But why would you go back to someone who didn't really value you or nurture you when you guys were together? You know, deep down, this is somebody that chose to continuously, I'm hearing repeatedly, choose themselves, choose to disconnect, choose to, you know, do their own thing, live their own life like you don't matter. And that is a hell no. Nobody got time for that. How else will Cancer know if this is their person? Yeah, they just kept always detouring. It's like, when are we going to see progress and growth? No, this person was stringing you along on this path to nowhere. Pathetic. This person can be a Cancer, an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Fire, Aries, Leo, Sag. It can be anybody. That's the main energies. I also said Pisces earlier, so we'll say Pisces as well. But it can be any sign. Doesn't have to be that one. Catherine says it makes a lot of sense. Cassandra says, yep. Time is running out. And he can walk the path. All the best. Yep. It's hard. You know, love is hard. Love is tricky. But what you got to do in every love situation is you got to check in with yourself. And this is how you're able to use your discernment to choose a healthier love situation, is you check in with yourself and say, self, is this person making me happy? Is this person making me feel safe emotionally, mentally, spiritually? Do I feel a sense of peace? Or does this person make me crazy? Does this person make me frustrated? Do I feel like I'm doing the most to keep this relationship going? Is this person abusing me mentally, spiritually, financially? Like, what is going on? You gotta check in with self and ask yourself, is this where I want to be? If this person were to stay where they are right now, which most people don't change when they get of a certain age, you know, people get stuck in their ways now. So think about this. If that person were to not change, would that be somebody I want to spend the rest of my life with? And most of y'all would say, hell nah, girl, please. Girl, please. Because you see the Tower in the reverse. For a lot of you Cancers, this person kept doing the same thing. So they kept showing you who they are. So when are you going to just end it and say, okay, this is who they are. So now I either have a choice to make. Do I want to still stay with a person like this? Or do I want to go towards someone else that is actually really aligned with what I really want in a partner? Because there's so many people out here. I don't have to be stuck with one person. For real, facts. You don't got to settle. You ain't got to settle. You ain't got to settle. But you got to make that choice because this is your life now. So if you want to just be in a relationship where you're miserable, that's on you, boo. That's on you. But you can't blame this person for treating you poorly because at that point, that toxic person going to say, well, you let me. I cheated on you. You let me. I left and kept coming back because you let me. I cussed you out. And you said, well, okay, if you just don't cuss one more time, then, you know, maybe we could work this out. And they cuss you out again. And you're like, he said he wasn't going to cuss me out anymore. And then he like, baby, please, I'm sorry, give me another chance. And you're like, okay. And back doing the same crap, different day. Make it make sense. Y'all, I'm throwing examples. I don't know what your person has done. I'm just giving you some examples of, do y'all get how crazy that sounds? But this is what some of you guys are doing in these relationship and karmic cycles. You are given the red flags. Flag on the play. Flag on the play. Flag, flag, flag. And then you try to say, well, maybe it's me because you listen to the person's words. Them gaslighting and fill your head up full of lies when you done seen they ass acting the damn fool. And so you get so confused to where you like, I don't know. Girl, you done seen it yourself. What you mean? So now that you know, what you gonna do about it? What you gonna do? That's your life. And as hard as it is, and I know it's hard, you got to protect your peace. You got to. Because I promise you, what is the benefit of being with somebody that doesn't add value? They just take and drain and cause pain and hurt and abuse. That's depleting your energy. That's not adding to your peace. Y'all get what I'm saying? Do you want to be depleted or you want to be uplifted? Do you want to experience joy or do you want to experience pain? You know, do you want to vibe high or stay low? Come on now. For real. For real. All right. We got Leo, y'all. We got to keep going. I'll be on this thing preaching all night if I don't hush my mouth. Leo! Mighty, mighty Leo. Where you at? Earth angels here. Kalia's here. Alexa's here. Exactly. Anna said, if you feel drained when spending time with a person, run. That's a red flag. You better track shoes. Track shoes, baby. Gone. Run off on that hoe. For real. Why are you going to be with somebody that's bringing you down and not lifting you up and making you smile and feel good and feel loved and joy? Love doesn't feel hot and cold, in and out, off and on. A man that leaves you don't care about you. He's like spitting in your face. He's like saying, F you. And I'm about to go check these other hoes. So why would you stay with somebody that's disrespecting you? Leaving you. Leaving you for dead. Do you hear me? Leaving you for dead. And guys, a woman leave you for dead? Cut it. What you staying in if they don't care about you? So deuce. Bye. You like it. I love it. Close the door. Close the door. Ain't nothing to talk about. Block, baby. See, you can't mess around with me. Y'all know who I am. I'm an Aquarius sun, Aries moon, Scorpio rising. Block, bitch, block. It ain't nothing for me. Okay, bye. Bye-bye. Checkmate, bitch, and I'm gonna get you where you hurt because you're gonna be, let me come back. Let me come back. Who? Oh. Block. Don't be trying to call me from them WhatsApp, Google, block. Think it's a game. Don't come for me. Don't come for me. Come on, Cancer. Y'all gotta get a little backbone now. Come on, Cancer. My Cancerians, Cancer. Y'all better cuss these fools out. Don't cuss them out. That's not the right way. Block these hoes. Block them. Bloop, 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 bloop. Block them. And go about your business and find somebody who can appreciate you, who can love you, who can add value to you and make you feel like the king or the queen that you are. Many of you guys that watch me are really beautiful souls. Like seriously, I say it all the time, beautiful souls. And I really mean that. And you guys add so much light and love to the world that a lot of times, because you do this, these people don't necessarily want to leave you, but you are an easy target to be a pushover if you allow that to happen. So you got to stand your ground and you got to let people know you're not the 1, the 2, the 3, the 4, or the 5 to be F with. You feel me? Gotta let them know. Shut it down. Shut them down. And I'm going to be honest, it sucks. You'll cry a little bit and all that. But once you finally get to a space of feeling free and at peace, you'll be like, you know what? I'm so glad. You probably look back at it and be like, man, what was I thinking? Why did I even give this person the time of day? Lord, what was I thinking? You know, it'll hit you one day. It'll hit you, especially if you find somebody better. You'll be like, I was crying over this. I was crying over that. You know, it'll hit you then. You may not see it now, but eventually it'll hit you and you'll be like, wow, I can't believe I was crying over this fool. Like for real, it happens all the time. All right, we on Leo, y'all. Somebody asked, we on Leo. Y'all no questions in the chat, y'all. The mini reads are over. The yes and no's are over. But if you want to book a reading, that's the link right there. Book you a reading on my website. Now, I can't tell y'all what to do, Cancer, but I'm just saying. I wish a fool would leave me, go talk to these other hoes, and then try to spin the block. Boy, bye. Boy, bye. Ooh, baby. You gonna get your feelings hurt. Ah. Ah, they gonna, ah. Wait a second, I didn't see that coming. Boy, bye. For real. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. We're gonna get back on track. I'm sorry. I just had to get it out. That's the Aries moon in me. I'm gonna tell it how it is. I can't hold it in. I gotta get it out. Leo's next. Leo. Let's do this. George! Hey, George. I thought you ran away from me, George. I was looking for you. Every time I do Leo, I'm like, where's George? George used to always come through for the Leo reads. I'm glad you're back, George. Hope all is well. New Leo's here. Hey. All right, let's do this. Leo. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Leo. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. What is the current energy surrounding Leo and the person that Leo is currently connected to in love and romance? King of Cups. King King of Pentacles in the reverse. Queen of Wands in the reverse. Underneath the deck, we've got the Two of Cups in the reverse, as well as the Temperance. This is going to be a kind of a messy reading, so buckle up. Here we go, Leo. Get ready for the mess. Here we go. All right. Well, the first thing is first. I feel like this is somebody that exudes a lot of masculine energy, but so do you. So I already know you and this person bump heads all day long. You don't even have to be a guy, and your person doesn't have to be a guy, but both of y'all like this. Both of y'all like this, okay? I feel like you're very career focused and focusing on what you got going on, and you're just kind of looking out for yourself. And then you got this person who is kind of in their fields when it comes to you, but they also feel like deep down you don't trust that they want to bring this relationship together and for it to grow. So what this person does is not only do they have feelings for you, this fool got feelings for other people too. Who are these other hoes? Who's this Three of Cups? So it's you, obviously. You're one of them cups. Who else? Two of Wands in reverse. All right. Seven of Cups underneath the deck. I don't know who this is. I don't know who's reading this for. Just stay with me, y'all. Just stay with me. I just need a moment. Let me get some water. Hold on a second. Because I already know some of y'all Leo's about to cuss me out. But I'm going to tell you right now, this ain't everybody's reading. This is some of y'all. So, you know, stay tuned if you would like to know the tea on your person that's full of shit. I don't even know if I can say that, but they are. It's crazy work. You know what I'm saying? For somebody to really feel like you don't trust them, but yet and still they're moving in untrustworthy energy, but yet still have a lot of love for you. That's crazy. That's crazy. I love you, and I feel some kind of way because you ain't with it, Leo. You ain't trying to be with me, but at the same time, I'm still trying to entertain other folks. Like, what you trying to do? They're trying to repair and recover this relationship because they feel like they will probably have better opportunities with you. In other words, they look at these other people as, have a little fun. But you would be probably somebody that is somebody that would be more of a stable option, but they don't even want to really commit to you though. Because this person has a lot of insecurities within them. Deep down within this person's soul, they struggle with this sense of confidence to go towards you fully. And it has a lot to do with they feel like it just won't work with you. Even though you do make them feel good. You do make this person also feel stressed. So it's kind of very like all over. This person's energy is like this. I love you, can't stand you. I need you to work with me, but I don't want to commit to you. I'm insecure, but at the same time, you know, I want you. I love you. Like, what? in the hell? What you supposed to do with that? So with your energy, like I said, you're kind of in this space with the King of Pentacles in reverse to the Lovers in reverse to the World. You've kind of made the decision that you don't trust them. You're holding back and you're definitely bringing an end to this cycle. I don't even feel like any of you Leos are even like interested in anything this person has to say, anything they have to do, what they're doing. I think you're staying to yourself, minding your business, and you're really holding on to also this level of I refuse to trust. I refuse to trust. But the reason why the King of Cups is coming through for this person is because they do have a lot of feelings for you. That is true. But the way their behavior shows up on the outside is as a result of their insecurities and fears. That's why they act this way. If they were a confident man or a confident woman, whatever you're dealing with, then they would surrender to this relationship. That's why they're not showing up in the way they need to. And that's why they're like this with their energy. That's why it doesn't make sense. If they need to go to therapy. That's what they need. They need therapy. They need therapy. Okay. So how do you know if this is your reading? Good for you, Leo, holding back and just minding your own business and trying to close this cycle out. Is this person still in their feelings about you? How will Leo know if this is their reading? We have the Empress in the reverse. We have the Two of Cups. And we have the Moon. Underneath the deck, we have the Fool. And we have the Ace of Swords in reverse. So every time they've been presented with opportunities to fix and repair this or try to like really be all in, they would always hold back. And then they would always be confused. Like they would confuse their own self. Like, I don't know if I can do this. You know, what if this? What if that? Like it's so many different things that has to be unpacked through their childhood trauma, that has to be packed through past relationships, that has nothing to do with you. Like this person has significant issues underneath the surface that makes them feel very less confident and insecure and very selfish. So they do it as a protection mechanism. I'm going to come across very selfish to the world because I'm trying to protect myself from being hurt. And in the process, they hurt you, they hurt other people, they cause damage to their own self, but they don't recognize this until much later because then they start getting in their feelings like, damn, I missed out on Leo. What was I thinking? They get in their feelings because they really enjoy your experience. It wasn't that. It's just they haven't got to the root of the issues within them that cause them to behave the way that they behave. A lot of Leos agree. A new Leo says 100. On point. Fern says you are spot on. Yep. Candid says reading him to the T. And you know, the crazy work that goes on in this person's mind is, despite all that I've done to cause Leo so much pain, I'm still hopeful. I still hold on to a glimmer of hope. But I may have to lie, deceive a little bit to get what I want. But I still have some level of hope that maybe we can work through this. And that's what keeps them always in it. But they don't plan to change. They go right back to the illusions, the fears, the secrets, the whatever, you know. And there's always this blockage of trust. There's always this tension or elephant in the room of this person playing this this overwhelming role of victim, and it has nothing to do with you. And I think there's a Leo that needs to hear this. It has something to do deep internally within this person's soul that they've got to work through. So yeah, this is why they lie to you, cheat on you, do whatever they do. This person could be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Libra, Sagittarius. It can be anybody. That's the main energies. So yeah, I'm glad it resonated with a lot of Leos and hopefully gave you some understanding of why this person behaves the way they do. I kind of throw a little humor up in there, but it's a serious reading. You know, it's really a serious reading because, you know, there's really nothing you can do with these type of people. They have to be willing, like they have to be a willing participant to want to move differently. And from what I'm picking up, this person is not going to move any different than what you probably known them to do. All right. So that's the secrets they got going on. We got Virgos next. Candid says, thank God I found the good in goodbye. I love that. Sometimes it is a good thing. It sucks to have to say those words, but you got to choose yourself every single time. You got to choose your peace and your happiness. And as much as you may love a person, if it's toxic, it is what it is, you know? All right, Virgos, let's do this. Anna is a Virgo Venus. Karen is here, waiting for Libra. Fern is a Virgo. Sharon's here. All right, let's do this, guys. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Virgo. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. What is the current energy surrounding Virgo and the person that Virgo is currently connected to in love and romance? We have the Ten of Swords. Two of Swords in the reverse. And we got the Two of Wands. Underneath the deck, we have the Eight of Cups in the reverse and the Page of Swords in the reverse. Okay. So this is somebody that really feels like a failure, and they don't like to fail. They like to win at all costs. So like this is somebody that may try to come up with some type of offer to give you to try to keep this thing going. But whatever they say is not going to be the truth. I think this is somebody that's going to just tell you everything you want to hear and really just kind of string this relationship on just so they don't have to be alone or just so they don't have to, you know, move on. I don't think this is someone that wants to fully move on from you. But with this Two of Wands here to the Ten of Cups in the reverse, they already feel like, you know, this relationship's ruined, but they definitely still want you in their energy. I think for you, this has been about getting control of the situation, Virgo. I feel like you think this person is losing their crap. You know, this is somebody that is not stable to you. You look at this person as someone that just needs to make a choice and stick with it. You may have called this person out on their very toxic ways. And, you know, I think at the end of the day, you know, you really try to maintain no contact or silence, but this is hard for you. This is hard for you because deep down you do honestly want this to work out. The problem is this person, they just can't get to the level that you need to. And it always feels like you're putting in way more effort and work, and you've tried to coach this person, talk to this person, get them to understand your perspective. And instead of them trying to compromise, you're hitting a brick wall. And the reason why is because you're dealing with someone very immature. You're dealing with someone immature and someone that just will lie, manipulate just to kind of keep it going. But deep down, this person also, I think, doesn't have the mental capacity to really understand fully where you're coming from, you know? Yeah, like this is somebody that doesn't want to change how they think, how they behave, how they act. They seem to be very stuck in their ways. That's what I'm hearing, stuck in their ways. And that's why this whole relationship feels like a string along situation. Or with the Ace of Wands, they're constantly making excuses to why things can't move or progress forward. It's a game. With the Empress here, I think they look at you as very valuable. An Empress is who you are: independent, strong, secure, a natural leader. You have your crap together. This person looks up to you, but at the same time, they expect you to take charge. They don't like to be held accountable as a kid. And when you interact with this person, because you guys are on two different vibrations, you may feel like you're talking to a child. You may feel like you're talking to a kid, and you technically are. This person is not where you are at, and it's going to lead to a lot more frustration than solutions. That's why they're always running and coming back and all that. Now, why the Two of Wands in reverse? I mean, the Two of Wands. Okay. Yeah, when they get overwhelmed, they start to look over their shoulder to see if there's any other options they can move on to. So be mindful of that as well, okay? But that's just because they're not mature enough to handle what you need. So yeah, definitely much younger or very immature. Fern says, yeah, he's younger. Yep. So, yep. G2 Sunny says, definitely a lying, manipulative, arrogant Sag. Man. All right. How will Virgo know if this is their person? Ace of Pentacles. Eight of Swords in the reverse. Nine of Swords. Underneath the deck, we have the Two of Pentacles as well as the Four of Wands. So that's what I'm saying. It's very clear that this is somebody that doesn't have a clear plan. They just kind of go with the flow, you know, and expect you to kind of just lead the relationship. And they start off good. I think when you would say when you're with this person, the relationship always starts off good with the Ace of Pentacles. And then what happens is they start thinking very negatively about the relationship or the outcomes of the relationship. When you start noticing, they start letting up on that solid offer. So it definitely feels like this person has a way about them of giving like a love bombing energy, or they give a lot in the beginning, but they can't stay consistent with it. You'll get spurts of them really showing up for you, and then they start pulling back and you're like, wait a second, why did the momentum slow down? And it has a lot to do with this person just, they can't stay consistent with it. You see? It's like even the offer they give you, they're like, I don't know. Should I, yeah. Should I give it to Virgo, or should I just choose to juggle Virgo with someone else? And what happens is once you begin to trigger this person, that's when they start saying, well, maybe I just need to see if there's something else out there because this is too much. Yep. It's all about them, selfish. This person could be an earth sign just like you. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo could be an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. It doesn't have to be, but that's the predominant energy. And we also got Sagittarius with the Knight of Wands in the reverse that came out earlier. Let me know, y'all. Please let me know if this resonates with you. Anna says 100%. Okay. Fern says, yes, it did. Awesome. Okay, we're going to Libra next, y'all. Don't be mean, tap the screen. That's what Mama Lisa says. Don't forget to like the video, guys. Show your girls some love. I see we got 110 likes already, but there's also some people that's watching live. Hit the like button. Let the algorithm know we're having a lot of fun here. And also, it's an energy exchange. It's a positive way to donate to the channel, and it's very much appreciated. So thank you guys so much for the love and support. I really, really appreciate it. Do keep in mind, we are not doing any questions at this time. No questions in the chat. No personal questions in the chat. If you do have a question you want me to answer for you, you do need to book a personal reading with me at my website, MikaDivineSpiritualGuidance.com. The link is in the live chat as well as the pinned comment and description box below. No mini reads on this live. Thanks, guys, for the support, though. All right. Let's do Libra. We've already done Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, and Virgo. So if you are a Libra, this is for you. We have Karen here. God's unique. Hey, hey. And Tess, ready to go. Let's do this, y'all. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. What is the current energy surrounding Libra and the person that Libra is currently connected to in love and romance? Eight of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. Page of Pentacles in the reverse. Underneath the deck, we have the Knight of Wands in the reverse and then the Five of Swords in the reverse. All right, so this is somebody that really kind of goes back and forth between wanting to make amends with you and stop any kind of beef or issues or drama you guys have been having to, you know, I don't know. I don't know if we can work this thing out. I may not have what it takes. So this is somebody that really wants to work on trying to build something here. You know what I'm saying? They really want to try to work on building this relationship. But then they have moments when they're like almost like a chicken out energy. And that's because this person is somebody that is very cold. I'm getting emotion-wise, this person really suppresses how they feel. And instead of expressing how they feel about you, they think more so about the benefits of being with you. So they don't really get their emotions wrapped up in relationships with you. They get it kind of like, how can I put it? Someone that just kind of says, well, being with Libra gives me these benefits. So it would be a good choice to be with somebody like Libra. But I don't know if I really want to deal with the work that's going to be required to be with Libra. So they use a lot of emotional manipulation to get what they want. What does this person really want with Libra? I don't feel like they want a relationship though. Yeah, they really just want you guys to get to a better space, but they don't even know what they really want. They want forgiveness. They want peace. They want you to not give them a hard time. They want you to see their effort to want to work on it. But the truth is, this is not somebody that really wants a relationship. Very emotionally lazy, correct. And also very confused about what they really want with this. So it really feels like this is somebody that really wants to buy time to figure out what they do want eventually. You know, there is a part of you that really thinks it would be nice if we could be together, but I know that it's going to be a disaster. Because deep down, you still have a lot of feelings for this person with the Two of Cups. A lot of you guys feel like, you know, this is somebody that you could have really possibly had a life with if they would have got their crap together. But what you missed is this person is not emotionally invested here. If anything, they don't even bring much to the relationship. with the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. And I think for you, the devastating thing is what you have brought to the relationship. A lot of you guys feel robbed. A lot of you guys feel like, you know, you didn't get what you put out. You know, you didn't get a return on your investment. So I think for you, from a logical standpoint, you're like, I need a return on my investment. And this comes from a space of, I've done so much. I contributed so much. I showed up for this person so much. I've tried to do the right things. I did, you know, all of that, which is fair. But you got to look at, is it even something you want to be involved in? Okay. I'm kind of out of breath because I'm trying to keep going. But I feel like I'm talking in circles because I feel like there's a Libra out there that's still holding on to hope. And it's like, please, let it die. Tell me why the Knight of Wands in reverse energy is coming up. Okay. I'm going to say this and then I'm going to move on with the reading. If this person reaches out to you, Libra, they're only going to be stringing you along and using you and wasting your time. That's it. That's all I'm going to say. For their own benefit while still acting like they're single. Okay? That's all I'm going to say. And I'm done with it. Y'all still going to do what you want to do. So how will you know if this is your reading? Because I feel like there's a Libra. I promise you, I feel it in my spirit. Some of y'all still holding on to the dream. It's like, what is there? What dream is there? All right, here we go. How will Libra know if this is their person? I'm sorry, Libra, to be so forward and mean, but I'm just saying it's like all this. It's a lot. It's really a lot. Okay. We have the Four of Wands in the reverse. The Ten of Swords. The Queen of Wands in the reverse. Underneath the deck, we have the Two of Wands in the reverse and the Star in the reverse. You know, this person knows deep down that in the past they built this relationship on a rocky foundation, and it kind of devastated this person. It really did. It devastated this person, but they didn't do much about it. Yeah, they ruined their opportunity and chances with you with the Ten of Cups because they couldn't, like, they really could see you being there. Ten of Cups. But then it's like something happened with this Four of Wands in the reverse where this person was always holding back, not surrendering to this relationship, always holding back, holding back. So it just never really grew. It felt like, you know, it was not progressing. And it wasn't until this person possibly let go of maybe some other responsibilities or other parties or other options to where this person started to realize, okay, I still may never get Libra back. Because I feel like there was a third party, or for some of you guys, eventually there will be a third party. And that's not going to work out. I'm getting that. This Queen of Wands could be a third party in the picture. Yeah. They want to let go of this third party and manifest you back by, again, making amends with you. So that's why they will reach out. Okay. Yeah. Now they feel like, oh my gosh, what did I do? I shouldn't have done this. That kind of mess. But you know for sure it's your reading because this person was just, they kept holding back. They kept not really doing anything. They kept not progressing. You may feel like you've been used, and because they never really intended, I think, for this thing to grow. but it took for them to go out and see that these other people are not what I want, for them to come back to realize you're better. But even then, they still got a lot of work and they're still unsure about you. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Pisces. Could be anybody. That's the main energies. All right, we got Scorpio next. Thank you guys so much for coming to the live. Make sure that you guys hit the like button. Show your girls some love. Don't forget that we are not doing any questions in the chat. No questions in the chat. But if you would like to book a reading, visit my website, MikaDivineSpiritualGuidance.com. All right. So next, we are going to go to Scorpio. The ambassador Scorpio says, the embassy approves the following messages. All right, let's do this, Scorpio. You're welcome, God's Unique. You're very welcome. Y'all, you know, a lot of it is just the facts. I tell you guys all the time, just look at the facts. And Libra, the facts are there, so don't waste your time. All right, here we go, Scorpio. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. What is the current energy surrounding Scorpio and the person that Scorpio is connected to in love and romance? Ace of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles and the reverse. The Sun and the reverse. Underneath the deck, Chariot in reverse and the Justice in the reverse. All right, this person is like feeling guilty that they didn't come to you sooner. But they let their arrogance, their ego get in the way of this new offer that they're extending to you. I'm thinking this is after this person has began to get in their feels. So yeah, the problem is this person has tried to contact you, Scorpio, or make advances at you, and you're making it very difficult for this person. You're presenting a lot of challenges for them in some type of way, meaning you could have them blocked, you can be deleting their calls, you know, just not really giving into what they're offering. And I think it's because, you know, you have realized that the way this person behaves and the way they carry themselves, it makes you kind of feel like you're putting in a lot of effort and a lot of work into a relationship that goes nowhere. Yeah, you've kind of lost hope that this thing could actually grow and blossom into something significant. With the Ten of Pentacles in reverse and Ace of Wands, you know, it's like lack of motivation to even keep building here because it just doesn't, you know, it doesn't really reap any benefits in your eyes. Thank you, Lisa, for the heart. Tell me about this Devil in reverse. You know, I think on purpose, you're avoiding this person to give them a taste of their own medicine. You want to see this person suffer. So you're intentionally holding back, but it's also causing you pain in the process because that's not what you really want, but you have to do it because you have to let this person know that you're not to be played with. You don't want to talk to someone that's going to come in when it's convenient to them weeks, months later. So yeah, this person's very sad because they feel like you've turned your back and you have closed the door and you don't want anything to deal with them. They want you to be the old Scorpio you were, where you were kind, giving, willing to give them chances, willing to talk to them, willing to, you know, give them a little bit of empathy. But those days are gone. All right, so let's see. How does Scorpio know if this is your reading? Let's see. How does Scorpio know if this is their reading? Eight of Pentacles. Page of Swords in the reverse. Two of Swords in the reverse. Underneath the deck, we have the Sun in the reverse and the Page of Pentacles. All right. This person's always been very good at being very manipulative. This person has a way of saying things to keep the relationship going. But then it's like when you call them out on their stuff, they get a little overwhelmed because I think they bit off more than they can chew. They thought you were gullible. That's what I'm hearing. And it's like now that you're firing back, this is the person that just like feels devastated every time they try to fix and repair this. Like they keep coming to you with these words, these promises, these things that they would say. But they don't really have a solid decision when it comes to you. But they know that you are somebody who's very comforting, like you give them a sense of peace and you feel like home. They feel secure. They just enjoy being with you. Yeah, they want to come home. Some of you guys live with this person, were married to this person, or talked about living together, but they just feel like they've been neglected or abandoned by you. That person. All right. This person could be an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. I'm also getting Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, and Sagittarius. Doesn't have to be. That's the main energies. Is there anything else this person's keeping hidden from Scorpio? Chariot and the Page of Wands. The only thing they're keeping hidden is how much they have a very strong desire to wanting to have a fresh new start with you. Like they're very determined to come towards you. They've been trying to come towards you. And that's kind of what we picked up before. Yeah. But whatever they're going to tell you is going to be manipulation. What are they trying to get? What are they manipulating? What are they saying? That they're going to be fair, that they're going to do you right by this time and all that. The only reason why they're coming back is because they're heartbroken. They're missing you. But they're not going to change, you know. So that's what I have. Barbie says it hurts when you're with someone every day and they just switch up randomly. I kicked him out due to cheating and he now lives with the other girl. Yep. So they definitely feel abandoned. Ambassador Scorpio says falsely accusing someone can surely discredit your name. Absolutely. Yep. So that's what we got. We're going to Sagittarius now. Saggy-waggies. Hang in there, Scorpios. It looks like you guys made a good choice. This person is someone that cannot be trusted, and I think you have lost all respect for them anyway. So they're lost, not yours. All right, y'all. No Saggies here? Sagittarius. No Sagittarius here. Okay, we got some. So we got Priscilla, we got, who else? We got J, I can't see J. Jill, I'm gonna just say Jill. Rosa, hey, hey. Tess is a Sag and Jupiter placement, okay. Trendy Mook is a Sagittarius. All right. All right, let's keep it going. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Sagittarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. What is the current energies surrounding Sagittarius and the person that Sagittarius is connected to in love and romance at this time? We have the Hierophant in the reverse. Ten of Wands. Page of Pentacles in the reverse. Underneath the deck, we have the Page of Swords and the Death card. Okay. Okay, I think this is fair to say, like, whoever this person is, they don't necessarily see this relationship working out. Okay, I don't know who this person is, but they feel like you and them are not on the same page. This is not working. They want to understand why, you know, you're making things so difficult. I think the problem with this person is they like their freedom. Okay, this is somebody that doesn't want to be tied down. They want to be able to come and go as they please, and they really want you to just accept that type of behavior. So this is somebody that I would say likes kind of a bit of an open type of relationship. Like that's what would make them happy. And that's kind of the thing about this person. They're not changing that about them. Okay. So yeah, they're definitely not extending any type of committal offer. They very much don't like marriage or commitment. Yeah, but they like to keep you in their life because they like the benefits of the relationship. But deep down, they feel like you're being very difficult to deal with at this time. And I think the reason why is because you're burdened. You know, this is a lot for you with the Ten of Wands and the Two of Cups to be in this relationship. You feel like this relationship is way too much work than it has to be. And you're in a space right now where you just don't care to work on it any further. Okay, I think you're thrown in the towel and just ready deep down to move forward, you know, and take control of the situation. Many of you guys have like truly like moved on with your life. Okay, you may be dating other people, seeing other people, or you're just alone. Yeah, you do think a lot about this relationship. I think because you're trying to understand where this person's logic is coming in. Some of the things this person has done, some of the things this person has said makes no sense to you. You're like, what the hell did I get myself involved in? You're dealing with someone who just doesn't change though. That's what you're dealing. So you've seen who this person is and that's just who they are. And they see nothing wrong with how they're living their life. In fact, they're willing to put up an argument, a fight, issues, if they have to get you in your space. Okay, like, I need you to just accept me for who I am. I'm willing to, you know, it's like this person like thrives on drama. They thrive on drama and debate. I don't know if this is a very argumentative person, but they like drama, debating. And they feel like right now you're just not giving them the same energy you used to give them, and they don't like that. You used to be kind of a bit of a patient person with them and you used to actually show up with them with a lot of love and care, I'm getting you may have even been very empathetic and understanding of this person, but they took all that for granted and you said, the hell with them. Okay. So yeah, it's about control and power for this person. If you haven't figured it out, they like to feel like they're always in control of how this relationship goes. And that's a problem for you, Sagittarius. And it should be. It should be. Okay. So how will you know if this is your person? Let's see. Chantel said, yeah, lost patience totally resonates. And, you know, people like this, they're never going to change. I'm going to be honest. They are who they are. And they just expect people to just let them be who they are and keep giving to them. And that's their issue. You're not giving to them and you're not letting them be who they are. How will Sagittarius know if this is their person? Tower in the reverse, right there. The World in the reverse. Seven of Pentacles. Underneath the deck, we have the Queen of Cups in the reverse and the Lovers in the reverse. All right, so this person is very much a codependent, insecure individual that very much is scared of commitment. And every time you guys would be in this relationship, they would find ways to destroy and bring down the tower. Then they'll come back and bring down the tower some more. Like it feels like a cycle of they would do something catastrophic. Then they would try to come back and make amends and then try to show you, yeah, let's pick up where we left off. And then the tower will fall again. It's like an ongoing cycle of wash, rinse, repeat. Wash, rinse, repeat. Wash, rinse, repeat. It just doesn't stop with this person. That's how you know who it is. And that tower that kept falling is this person needing to be in control. They would try to boss you around, get in arguments with you to press their point. And the reason why they stayed in it is because they thought that you were weak. They thought that you would eventually listen to them and you would follow behind whatever kind of lifestyle that this person wanted to engage in. And the hell with that. Sagittarius said, you got me messed up. You got me messed up. I'm not doing that. So yeah, this is the part of this person's energy where they just feel like they couldn't really trust you to open up fully, to fully commit. And that's why you may have felt strung along, all because they're not willing to change. This definitely feels like somebody that has some very fixed energy in their chart. Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius. I'm also getting this person could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, or an earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Does not have to be. But I'm also noticing that this person loves to be with you because of the benefits of being with you. With the Seven of Pentacles and Ace of Pentacles, like they saw a lot of value in this relationship of what you offered. So that was also a big motivator too. And that's something you may have felt like they took advantage of as well. Okay. Anything else this person is keeping hidden? That they still want to come in for passionate, you know what, okay? They still have lustful energy towards you, but that's pretty much as far as it goes. They don't want you to give that good stuff away to anybody else, but they're not interested in any kind of real love offer with you. But, you know, if you guys want to have a casual hookup and all that, they cool with that. But no, thank you. Oh, stankin' wine, oh, stankin' poom poom. Nobody want that. Nobody want that from that person. Nobody want that. Nope, nobody want that. Cynthia said, yep, it was a Taurus. I think all the Saggies would agree. It's a hell no to that. I'm glad it resonates, y'all. Be sure y'all hit the like button if you're enjoying the reading thus far. We're going to get to the last three signs of the night. We have Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. Chantel says, I hope you're feeling better. Reading right on. I'm not, but I'm just going to keep pushing. I'm an Aquarius, so I know how to wear a mask. I'm extremely exhausted. I'm getting stuffy, and I just want this to be over. But I'm going to honor my word because I'm a woman of my word. So I'm going to just keep going. But that's the truth. But thank you for checking on me. I'm really just need to rest. That's all. Push myself a little bit more than I thought I could handle, but I'm here. We're almost at the end. Thank you for checking on me. Okay, Capricorn, let's do this. Lisa's a Capricorn. Francis is a Capricorn, and I'm sure we got other Caps watching. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Capricorn. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. What is the current energy surrounding Capricorn and the person that Capricorn is currently connected to in love and romance at this time? We have the Nine of Cups in the reverse. The Seven of Wands in the reverse. The Eight of Pentacles. And underneath the deck, we have the Page of Swords, as well as the Two of Wands. You know, this person I'm getting is not satisfied with how they're feeling. And I think it has a lot to do with you just giving up on this. Well, what they don't want you to know is they've been looking for a replacement. They've been looking out to see if they can find someone else. But they also want to still keep you in the running. Because they're not satisfied with these other hoes. Okay? Oh, man. The Magician in the reverse kind of flipped out. So I feel like this person is really good at not being honest and upfront with you about the fact that they may have used you for a lot of emotional support. Financial support, what you offered them, that, you know, all of that. I'm trying to think of the right question to ask next, Capricorn. I'm trying to understand this person's energy. What do they want? That's what I need to ask. What do they actually want then? Like, what do they want? They feel all these ways, but what do they want with Capricorn? Okay, they want a relationship with you, but they're not trying to be emotionally vulnerable and present because they've been triggered by you. Because it looks like you're giving up on them or giving up on this relationship, and that's triggering them. That's like taking a toll on their emotions. So yeah, like if this person were to flirt with you, I think you're going to cut it or chop it down. A lot of you guys feel like the only reason why this person's coming back is because they are not being satisfied with these other options. That's what you feel. Yeah, and it stresses you out when this person does reach out to you, or if this person reaches out to you. Okay. But what does Capricorn want? You want to move on. I think you don't even really want to feel much about this anymore, but you still kind of do. You just feel exhausted by it. So yeah, this person really wants to work on trying to reconcile with you, but I think there's also this factor of Three of Cups where this person may still be keeping their options open. So that's why they're not really trying to settle down with you or settle down with these other. They just don't want to be alone or feel left out in the cold or abandoned. Something about feeling abandoned, feeling alone, not liking it where they at, feeling emotionally depleted. They just need a teddy bear. That's what it feels like. Like, give me a teddy bear or someone to cuddle with so I can feel important, feel loved. I guess, child. All right, how will Capricorn know if this is their reading? And also, again, what you provided them, whatever that is, they missed that as well. How will Capricorn know if this is their reading? Yeah, this is a manipulator. They told you a lot of lies. You know, King of Swords in reverse. Very good with their words. We have the Hermit in the reverse. And the Eight of Wands. Underneath the deck, we have the Seven of Cups in the reverse and the Three of Cups. You know, that keeps coming up, this Three of Cups thing. So this person was definitely probably exploring options behind your back while you guys were together. And this person's giving off the front that they want to be alone, but they don't. Like, they want to be away from you, but they don't. It's just hard to be able to talk to you or take action towards you at this time. I think this is also somebody that just can't really do things on their own. This person feels very codependent on you. Maybe there's a lot of things you did to help this person. Yeah, I feel like you made their life a lot better. And now that you're holding back, they're hoping that you would turn over a new leaf and be more generous again. Yeah. It's like they're trying to stay hopeful. They keep trying to stay hopeful and they keep trying to make you be the old version that you used to be. What does this person want? I'm still trying to understand. I don't get this reading, y'all. Capricorn. It's kind of hurting my head. Six of Cups. They just want, they just want to go back to the way it used to be. It's pretty simple. Because these other options are not it. Okay. Yeah. See? Three of Cups. Two of Wands. See, they're still, though. They still want to keep these other options. Y'all, I can't. I'm done with it. This person could be a Virgo, Aries, Leo, Sag, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. It's giving me an attitude, and I'm not even a Capricorn. I'm just like, make it make sense. Like, you want to go back to Capricorn, but yet you still want to keep your options open. So, like, make a choice. You know what I'm saying? Make a choice. All right, y'all. We got Aquarius next. Thank y'all so much for being here. As Mama Lisa's saying, don't forget to hit the like button. Show your girls some love. We've done all the readings so far from Aries all the way to Capricorn. We're about to get into Aquarius. Tess says, I blocked. He hasn't changed. So return to sender. That's right. I don't see a change. You know who this is because they haven't changed, Capricorn. They haven't changed. See, Anthony says, rewatch the Sag reading and it was fire. Awesome. I'm so glad you enjoyed it. All right, Aquarius, let's get right into your reading. This is for all aquas. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Aquarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. What is the current energy surrounding Aquarius and the person that Aquarius is connected to in love and romance? Ace of Wands. Six of Cups in the reverse. Justice. Underneath the deck, we got the Page of Swords in the reverse and the Emperor. Here we go, Aquarius. Get ready. Get ready for the Academy Award performance of the century. This person is going to pretend to be an emperor, but they're really a page. So in other words, this person feels like if as long as they can make you believe that they've matured, leveled up, become more responsible, become more loyal, become an emperor, a real man or a real woman, then, you know, maybe you give them a chance. But last time you check Aquarius, this person was very immature, you know, very much a liar, a deceiver, a con artist. So here they go, putting on their mask to pretend to be an emperor because they want a passionate new beginning with you. But you're dealing with a player. And you're also dealing with somebody who goes in and out of this idea of what this relationship could potentially be if they can get their crap together. So they live in the fantasy of, man, if I can get my crap together and really be an emperor, Aquarius would be the perfect partner. But I'm really a page, so I don't think I'll have what it takes for this relationship to manifest what I need it to be. So this is why this person has one foot in and one foot out. This is why they're probably a player or somebody that's non-committal. Okay. And they use their magic stick. See, there it is. 7 of Swords. They use their magic stick as a way to, you know, like con people, get people all the way wrapped up into their spell. It don't work for Aquarius. Aquarius don't get jiggy with that. I mean, it's fun and all, but no. So let's clarify this. King of Wands in reverse and 7 of Swords. Let's see. Why the King of Wands in the reverse to the 7 of Swords spirit on this person's energy towards Aquarius? Because they don't know what they want. Player. And so they go towards you, right? They ask for a new beginning with you. They are attracted to you, but then it's like, I don't know. I don't know if I should really build with Aquarius because I'm really not an emperor, but I mean, I can pretend to be. I can pretend to be all the things that Aquarius need me to be. Yeah, they feel like the right thing to do is to tell you everything you want to hear. That's the right thing to do, according to them. According to them, Aquarius. The right justice to the Page of Swords in reverse. The right thing to do is to deceive you. And I'm also getting this person tries to deceive you by also keeping tabs on you. Okay. And this is an effort to maintain control of the situation because you're out of control. Yeah, I think this person has caused you a lot of pain, Aquarius. You have come to the startling conclusion that based on the way this person moves and mishandles you, it has led to tower moment after tower moment. And you're tired. I feel like you've been through many cycles of giving this person a lot of grace and your energy has reached its limit. You're done. You're sad. You're unfulfilled. And you're like, no, I don't feel confident to even giving this person a breadcrumb. A breadcrumb? Not even a breadcrumb. Yeah. It causes you a lot of pain, though, because I think you were actually, you know, very much having deep feels for this person and really wanting this relationship. That's undeniable. But the problem that you have is the way this person shows up and the way this person treats you. So you can't be a part of an experience where you keep giving them another opportunity and they keep letting you down. And it makes you be on the edge of your seat and cause you to be very paranoid if you were to even give this person another chance, you're like, oh yeah, it's probably going to be a matter of time. And this person is going to hurt me. This person is going to betray me. You know, that's what you're thinking, Aquarius. You know, you're just over it. And this person is so convinced that all they got to do is tell you everything you got to hear to get you back. Yeah, they feel like this is not over. That's what they think. Okay, that's what they think. All right. So how do you know if this is your person, Aquarius? Let's look at it. So how will Aquarius know if this is their person, Spirit? We have the Judgment. The Queen of Wands. The Empress. Underneath the deck, we have the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse and the Two of Pentacles in the reverse. All right. So this is somebody that has that, you know, energy of shoulda, coulda, wouldas. And that's when they want to like say, you know, there is no other options that compare to Aquarius. So I kind of regret treating Aquarius in the ways that I did, but it doesn't provoke change within this person's character. They put you on a pedestal as being an empress. You see what I'm saying? So they have a lot of respect for you. But then there's this part of them where they want to also still keep their options available. So this can be a person while you're in a full-blown relationship with them. They could be on dating apps, talking to a third party, dating, you know, acting like they're single when they're in a whole relationship. See? Moon, secrets. See, the third party right there, Queen of Cups. You see what I'm saying? It's too much. Like, this is too many people. It's giving me a headache. I'm about to explode. My head's about to explode. Aqua. My head is about to explode. What does this person want? Greed. They want to have their cake and eat it too. That's what it is. Like they're always, this person has this idea in their mind that there's got to be something better out there. And that's why they always get stuck. In their mind, they're like, there's got to be something out there. Got to be something better out there. Even though Aquarius is an empress. Come on, y'all. The empress is, in their eyes, you're the best that there is. You're stable. You're abundant. You're a good parent. You have it all together. Some of you guys are leaders, business owners. You know, you guys have it going on in this person's eyes. A good mother, a good father, what have you. But to them, they still have this idea in their mind, I can't let go of seeing if there's something else, because maybe there's something else better out there. And that's what keeps them stuck. And that's why there's no forward movement in this. That's how you know if it's your reading. This person could be an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. We have Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, as well as Aries. But it can be any sign, okay? That's the main energy, though. Yep. We got Pisces next. Before we get into our last reading of the night, I want to thank you all so much for joining me on this exclusive reading. And be sure you guys check out my website, MEKA'S where you can book your own personal reading with me. And as you guys know, my readings are very detailed, very deep, very real, very raw, and it's helped a lot of people. And if you want to be a part of that experience, that's how you book, all right? Check the links down in the description box below. And if you're watching live, you can always click on the link in the pinned comments. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate the love and support. And thank you to all those that have booked readings today. Your girl is booked and busy, but I will get your readings back as soon as possible, as always, on time. All right, let's do this, Pisces. Kids, come on, girl, book you a reading. Divine Spiritual Guidance.com, boo. All right, let's do this, Pisces. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Pisces. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. What is the current energy surrounding Pisces and the person that Pisces is currently connected to in love and romance at this time? Three of Cups. Queen of Swords. Two of Swords in the reverse. Underneath the deck, we have the Five of Pentacles, Knight of Swords. All right. So it feels like this is somebody that really wants to work on not being alone, not feeling abandoned, not feeling in lack. They want to get themselves to a better space underneath it all, okay? So they want your cooperation. That's why they will be coming back. Because going back to you makes them feel light and at ease and happy and fulfilled emotionally. What is this Three of Cups, though? I think they're saying let's be friends first, or let's just keep it light first and then we'll take it from there. Because they're not sure. They're not totally sure that they want this because they feel like they've been through a lot with you. Okay. Now your energy with this Queen of Swords is kind of like very sharp. No nonsense, Queen. You've also been through a lot here. And I think you really want to be compassionate with yourself. And make sure you respect yourself and put yourself first in this situation. You do have a lot of history with this person and, you know, you do miss them at times and you do think about the good times and all that. But then there's this logical side that's emerged within you that's basically said, listen, I need to manifest a life and an experience that's going to be better than what I've been through. So I think your final judgment is for you to kind of like focus on your happiness. And if you go back to this person, you're going to take it very slow. That's for some of you. Some of you guys are going to go back to this person, but you're going to take it slow. Others of you are not going to go back to this person because you're just kind of like, I just can't do this again. Just know this person is very much moving out of curiosity, not necessarily moving out of let's pick up where we left off. So be careful with that. And I'm also getting this person is scared that something will go wrong. What does this person want with Pisces? Let's ask that. I mean, they do want eventually for it to work out with you guys, but then there's like this part of them that's just kind of feel like they can't control the outcome of this. So they just rather start off real slow. Let's be friends first and let's just see. Again, some of you guys are not open to the idea and some of you guys will be. So how will Pisces know if this is their person? How will Pisces know if this is their person? Thank you. Thank you, Notorious Guy. Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. The Strength card. Nine of Swords in the reverse. Underneath the deck, we have the Nine of Wands in the reverse and the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. You see, that's what I'm saying. I feel like this is somebody that has this defeated mindset. And their biggest focus right now is trying to get to a better space. And they feel like you're primarily the best person to kind of help them get to that space. But it's like them looking out for themselves. And I think you would agree in this relationship, it's always felt like they would always look out for themselves or want things for them. It's all been all about them, but they never maybe have checked in with you because they've been kind of codependent off of you, making them feel good or making them feel confident or making them feel loved. And then when you cut them off, they feel pain, they feel neglect, they feel alone. It's like, you know, they go to this pity party, you know, and they regret lying and manipulating and all that kind of stuff. Okay. Back then, what did they want? They were still kind of feeling it out. I think this is somebody that is a really classic case of stringing things along and mess up and then try to fix things later. And then they regret whatever other options they have had. I don't know if this person has had options. Some of them have had somebody else and they regret that. So it's a very inconsistent energy, meaning they don't consistently work on this relationship. They kind of flip-flop depending on how they feel. Anything else Pisces needs to know about this before we close the reading, Spirit? With the 10 of Cups to the 8 of Wands, be expecting communication, action, or effort from this person. They're going to get their confidence up to reach out to you about some type of relationship. But again, it feels like they're kind of friend zoning you. And I don't think that's what you want. And I feel like a lot of you Pisces have this idea in your mind that maybe it can work, but you got to be honest with yourself. Do you want to be put in the friend zone after y'all have all this history with each other? You know, is that fair to you? It's just something to just food for thought that you need to make up your own decisions at the end of the day. That's best for you, not for this person. Ask DNR says, yeah, washy energy blocked them. Yep. That's what I'm getting. Like this person's not consistent. And that's a red flag. This person could be a Leo, a Libra, an Aquarius, Gemini, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. You can be anybody. That's the main energies. A lot of different energy there. All right. Well, guess what? We reached the end. We reached the end. We've done all signs, all the way from Aries, all the way to Pisces. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me tonight. We've had a long live. And even though I'm still not 100%, I gave it my all. And I hope you guys really enjoyed what I brought to the collective tonight. I will timestamp all of the different signs in just a little bit. So if you miss any portion of tonight's reading, don't worry. It'll be timestamped for you. Thank you all so much for coming. Much love. Don't forget to like the video. And big shout out to our amazing mods. Thank you so much, Mama Lisa, T Rose, and all the others that came through earlier this evening. I appreciate you all. Thank you all so much. And again, if you need to contact me for a personal reading, all the important links are down in the description box below. I'm about to go get some rest. Thank you all so much for coming. Good night, everyone. Namaste.